Hello, everybody, and welcome to Crosstalk, Hello, everybody, and welcome to Crosstalk. This is a podcast where you guys ask questions pertaining to the topic of that season, and then we do our best to answer it and bring it back to the Bible as much as we can. That is usually the way that we set things up, but for today's podcast, it is going to be completely different. We are going to be having a sleepover, a hangout, a catch-up, a talk, because we've just had a really busy past 2 weeks. We've had Thanksgiving, we've had bacterial infections, which we will get into later, because it's a lot more of a complex topic. And yeah, we've just been sick and haven't been able to study a question. And so we're just going to catch up. We're just going to have a little bit of a sleepover, a Christmas sleepover all together, where we tell you what's going on in our life. And that kind of pertains to the cross, because Jesus is in everything, right? Let's start off from the beginning of the holidays. First off, Gray's little sister, Sadie Bell, who some of you may or may not know if you watch the vlogs, she turned 18 this past weekend.
Crazy.
When you guys met her, I've been vlogging for 10 years, so you guys met her like when she was 11 years old. She has grown so much.
It's crazy that she's 18. I can't believe it.
Yeah, she's going to be looking for colleges soon, so that's wild. We're trying to get her to move here. So.
We surprised her.
Yeah, we did. But yeah, celebrated her birthday, and then we went to Thanksgiving. We brought the doggos with us for both Thanksgiving. They hated it. They hated being our fourth and fifth wheel, because they're definitely inside dogs. They're house pets. I never truly believed in inside dogs until I've had these dogs. I had like 4 German Shepherds growing up, all outside dogs. We had 100 acres. They could run around. At least she's not a 100-acre run-arounder girl. She's a fat little Tootsie Pop that needs to be in her little donut bed. Right
she's
there.
In right now. And she's not.
Right there. And the reason I say she is an inside dog is because at Gray's Thanksgiving, they had to be outside dogs.
Yeah.
They were so upset. I've never seen them that upset before.
They didn't like it. They were entitled. They're now entitled to inside. Yeah. They like stood at the door and would like stare at you and bark. For me, she never barks.
Never. She gets insecure about barking. After she does it, she runs away.
She runs away, yeah.
She gets really upset.
But she did it anyway.
They offered to do like a chicken coop version. Like they would put her in both her and Blaze in the chicken coop. And I thought about it. Again, it was not their route. So I put them in our car to let them sleep there. But they pooped in our car. That's how angry they were at us. Diarrhea in both Gray and I's seat. Nastiest smell you'll ever smell in your life.
Yeah, it was gross. I tried to cover it up with Townsend's cologne. Yeah. That combo. It didn't really cover it up. It was just Townsend's cologne mixed with poop. It's not good.
It was in, apparently, the edges of the seat. You know, like where the fabric is. So, turns out my car is going to smell like that for the rest of my life. Because Blaze's farts are unrunnable. Like, you can't get away from them. They're just, like, always there, lingering around. If you've seen Blaze, he's like a freaking tank. And just made out of pure muscle. And so every pound of muscle in him goes into his farts. And they're horrible.
We're skipping a
huge thing. A huge thing. On top of the duty poop, there's a huge thing that happened.
After Thanksgiving, after the drop, we head back to our house. Super happy to be home. Ready to rest. And then the next morning is Sunday, and I'm sitting in church, and I am noticing that my nipples are like super sore. Just like I've never felt this sensation before in my life. I'm like, what in the world is going on? Like I can feel it in my shirt rubbing up against my nipples, and I'm just so confused what this is. And then I literally, there's like tender and sore, which sounds kind of funny, but I start playing out scenarios in my head and start overthinking. And something about me, certain medical things and blood and that kind of stuff, if I think about it or see it, it makes me I get lightheaded, almost feel like I can pass out. And so I'm sitting in church. It's basically happening to me. I'm overthinking it a little bit too much, what's going on. When I start getting hot, I'm taking my jacket off, and I'm trying to focus and breathe so that I don't pass out in church.
One of my best friends asked me, why was Grace sitting so funny at church? So he must have been like this with his little boobies.
Notice that. Go back home and take my shirt off to see what's wrong with my nipples. And I have these bumps or lumps around my outside of my nipples. And you can feel these little lumps. And then later that night, Brooke shows me that she has these bumps, but they're different bumps than mine, all over the bottom of her stomach. And at the time, I didn't really think it was correlated.
And not just bumps, period. It was bumps emphasized. I thought that we needed to go to the hospital for his little nipple situation. I went to go put in my jammies. I looked in the mirror. It was like I thought I had chicken pox, but just on my pelvis. Never seen it before in my life. I know mosquito bites. I know wasp bites. This is unlike any other bites I've ever seen in my life.
She probably had 20 on her stomach. At the time, I didn't really correlate the two because mine were more under the skin lumps, where Brooke's were more external. And so I started to feel a little bit weak and fatigued. If you've ever been sick, the beginning of sickness, you just kind of start to feel achy and weak. And so that's kind of how I started to feel. Went to bed, woke up, and I have the same bumps that are on my nipples that are all in my armpits, on both my armpits. There's just these lumps all throughout. Yeah, and they're red. Everything's red. My nipples are red. The bumps are real red. But it's under the skin. It's not external. So then I'm like, what the heck? And on top of that, I woke up, way more achy, way more fatigued and weak. At that point, I'm like, okay, something's going on. I need to go to the doctor. And so Brooke and I go to the doctor. We'd kind of inferred, okay, maybe these could be correlated in some way, because we did have some similarities, right? And we were trying to think back of what it could be correlated to. And the common denominator that we were thinking about was we were in a hot tub at my family's house, and we thought, well, maybe we got something from the hot tub. And sure enough, the doctors told us that was most likely what happened, and they diagnosed us with having a bacterial infection. I'm not sure the technical term.
Arugula.
Arugula. Really? Broccoli.
I said arugula. Okay, but it says arugula. Arugulan.
Does it?
Pretty sure it says
arugula. I don't think so.
It's arugulon or something. Pseudo arugula. Arugulon. Folliculitis.
Something like that.
I know that word was right. The last word.
But it has to do with bacteria getting into your pores, I think, which is like the hot tub infection, basically.
Yeah, they call it the hot tub infection.
Yeah, so it's pretty common in hot tubs. And Brooke's was a lot more minor than mine. She simply just had the bumps with no real effect beyond that, where mine made its way to my lymph nodes, which is why, one, they were in the locations that mine were, and then two, why I felt the way that I did. And thankfully I woke up today feeling much better. All my bumps are still there, but I woke up feeling much stronger today, which is nice. So that was wild.
It's been hilarious though with Gray having sensitive nipples. been a very fun experience.
I think we've noticed, since me having sensitive nipples, that Brooke likes to touch my nipples a lot.
Don't say it like that.
Well, she'll like go to hit my, when she gets excited, or what are the scenarios? I don't know. You just like will hit them or like try to twist them. It's like a little quirk of Brooke's.
I get the zoomies and I want to like touch him really fast. Just touch Gray as a person, but his boobs for some reason are magnets to me. It's just like I wanna go like this and plump him up. But that involves smacking the crap out of his nipple, and I've done it a couple times, and then I feel like a horrible
But now I know.
person.
Now I'm like protecting my nipples. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah. So that was an adventure.
The reason why my bumps were in a particular arrangement is because I didn't bring a bathing suit because it's the middle of the winter. I didn't think to bring a bathing suit. But Sadie had these spandex shorts on, which first of all, didn't realize that it's gross to share spandex until I told my friends that. I didn't realize that was a gross thing, okay? Second off, didn't realize that spandex induces infection. I looked it up. It's actually like a really cool place for infection or bacteria to grow.
Especially since we got it in the hot tub Thursday and Friday, and you used the same shorts that were never cleaned. They were just so wet.
So it was like hanging up on their shower after the first time I used it, and then on the second time it was a little bit damp, but in my head I'm like, I put on damp bathing suits all the time. Nothing bad happens when that happens. But this time, man, it just looked like, you know, a 13-year-old hormones unleashed only under the spandex. Like I had pimples. It almost looks like pimple boils underneath just the spandex of shorts. So I had pimple shorts for like only 2 days. They've actually swollen down now that we have the antibiotics. But yeah, if you ever have wet spandex, don't put them on. I know that's niche, but it's real. Don't do it. It's gross. So
Yeah.
I was embarrassed, honestly. I felt really gross. But apparently it's a common thing, you know? It's a common thing that people get folliculitis.
In hot tubs, yeah.
I'm never getting in a hot tub ever again.
Really?
Are you?
For sure.
Babe, we got folliculitis.
I'm still getting in a hot tub.
But now do you realize how gross it is?
How gross it can be.
What would make
if
it...
you got in a car wreck, are you never going to ride in a car again?
For a few months. No, I'm not.
How are you going to get anywhere?
I'm gonna walk if I can.
Really? Walk everywhere.
Or stay at home for a little bit.
You're not going to ride in the car?
Are you?
Yeah.
Babe, you just got in a car wreck. You're actually going to be in the hospital, turns out. If you got in a really bad car wreck, I got in a bad bacterial infection, and you did too. You almost died.
No, I didn't.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Your nipples are your lymph nodes, so it was going up to your neck. You could have been septic from a hot tub. I was having dreams that Gray was dying. I sobbed while he was sitting right next to me, thinking about having to give his best man speech at Alex's wedding. Like, if he died before Alex's wedding, I would just have to give a contribution speech of how much I love Gray to be in his place. That's what I was thinking about. I was gonna make a 30-minute speech about how awesome Gray is, not how great Alex is at his own wedding. But I also was thinking about how sad I was gonna be in this house. I was thinking about selling it. Like, I had like 6 months in my head of mourning happening because of your bacterial infection. How do you feel about that?
Thank you. I'm glad you want me to be alive.
Yeah.
It would suck
It would, like,
if the roles were reversed, you know?
yeah, like, would you get remarried? Let's talk about it.
I don't know. I mean, that's a hypothetical. I don't really know.
No's the answer. You would never get remarried. If you did, I would haunt you in your sleep. does.
It's not how that works.
Every birthday, you're like, man, this birthday sucks. Brooke would be better. Every Christmas sucks. You wouldn't have any of these decorations.
But this is not a comparison.
Yeah, whoever it is sucks.
No, let's, God willing, that'll never happen. Never have to happen.
And it would never happen.
So hypothetically, if I died today, you're saying that you would be just a widow the rest of your life?
Yes, because I would ruin whoever that person's time is, because I'd be talking about you. I'd be like, this is not as fun without Gray. You're not as funny. You're not as cute. You're not as cuddly. Your nipples aren't as big.
To be fair, I have very average sized nipples.
But with bacteria, they're pretty big.
Fair. I mean, it'd probably be the same way for me.
You'd be depressed?
Yeah. I mean, for sure.
Good. But now that both of us are alive, what's our next topic?
We were hoping to get back and rest a little bit before we have to start work again. But we have our next campaign in a few days. So never really I'm probably like 80% today. Mm-hmm. And, but yeah, we have a campaign in just 3 days, I think. So it's just it's a lot. It's a busy season, and, not complaining. It's busy. Thankful to do it. Thankful.
Yeah.
I have the opportunity to do it. And Black Friday was great. It was our best performing release in our history. Ever.
Yeah.
Which was, really cool.
And you guys probably imagine like this Black Friday release in like a cool environment, having people high five each other, like a whole team of people. But if you guys would have seen like the Black Friday release that actually happened, we were in his aunt's house. It was like a bunch of cows, a bunch of horses, and a little farm. Gray was watching the kids playing Fortnite, and he was on his laptop, and he was just watching the Black Friday drop happen. It was in an environment that you probably wouldn't have guessed.
Show him the.
Yeah.
This is it.
This is
me and Towns on the couch.
This was his peak of the drop. Him on a little couch in the countryside of Tennessee, just watching it happen.
Yeah.
But this next drop we're really excited about, because I'm excited because we get to decorate our house Christmassy.
The premise is just having a Christmas party, and being around your friends and family around the holiday season, Christmas season, celebrating that together, and just being in each other's company, which is, if you're familiar with our brand, we do focus a lot on community and family and those kind of things a lot. And so, yeah, we're just kind of painting another picture of that just through Christmas. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be cool. We're going to host a Christmas party at our house with a few of our friends. In Brooks, we went Christmas shopping today, Christmas decoration shopping today, and got a new rug, which we didn't realize how bad we needed a new rug. Holy smokes.
You guys need to reflect too, because this was a game changer. If your house, you think it needs a rug, it needs a rug. Because we've been thinking for like a year straight, oh, we might need a rug. We needed a rug.
Yeah, it changed everything.
Did.
And then, yeah, we got a bunch of stuff for our tree, some Christmas decorations. So, yeah, our living room looks completely different. And it looks awesome right now.
It's so awesome.
Kind of want to go look at it right now.
Should we show them?
Can we?
Can we do it on the go podcast?
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, crap. The sound's going to change, guys, but we're going to go into our living room if you want to come watch, okay?
First off, here's Michi in her little bed. Here's our setup behind the scenes.
This is our bed. It's not made.
And then here is our living room down here, which is kind of cool.
Everybody loves somebody sometimes.
This is Brooks. I was supposed to show you the living room, but this is Brooks' DJ set that our buddy Leishan got her. And she has this dream of hosting like a party at our house. She's the DJ and she's mixing up here. Everyone's dancing to some house music.
Like, imagine it right here. And then they're all right here. And then these change to the music. Oh, it would be a dream.
Downstairs we go.
Podcast tour.
So here is our newly decorated living room.
Dun, dun,
The
dun.
new rug that we got.
This is our rug.
We got this. We got some pillows, Christmas pillows. We got Michi a little Christmas bed. That was Brooke's choice.
That was actually great. He was dying to get a new bed.
But yeah, I was like, we're really gonna get her something she can only lay in this month.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got a bunch of Christmas bows and whatever this other stuff's called.
Yeah, we wanted to do just like a classic old-fashioned Christmas vibe.
Yeah, kind of balancing. Yeah, just a kind of a elegant but like eclectic to not super minimalist, which has kind of been the trend for the last several years. But as many of you know, probably more of the maximalist Christmas and styles coming back. Also, this is something we haven't talked about. Is this hat was a gift from our knitwear supplier. That is the factory that makes our sweaters. They sent us this Christmas gift. Opened it up. It's two beanies. This one and the green one. And it is literally Michi in her little sweater embroidered onto the hat. It's our Christmas gift.
And Gray has genuinely been wearing it. I did not tell him that he needed to wear it.
Because I actually like the beanie itself, like the shape and everything. It's very nice.
It is.
But yeah, so two of these.
While we're down here, might as well give him a tour of the kitchen. What we're doing so far. It's a little dirty right now.
It's a little bit of a mess. It's been a mess for the past 9 months.
Yeah, so I thought that we would be able to do like a renovation video within a month of kitchen renovation. It's been almost a year. So might as well just show you what we're doing.
These are the honey Cheerios that I was eating, if you're wondering. Cascadian Farm Organic. But yeah, this is the kitchen thus far. New appliances, new backsplash, which we're gonna finish this week. Kind of filling in the rest of that with the green backsplash. Some beautiful walnut custom handmade cabinets by my dad.
This is what's been taking so long.
Yeah. It's a very, very technical process, especially like how he's doing it with everything. You notice there's not any actual hardware.
Hand carved.
Yeah, hand carved there. So very cool. On top of that, we have got some trim with some brass inlay there on top and bottom, and it tracks all the way along here. This will have like a little light that's gonna come down here.
Gonna hand make a light.
Yeah, and we're gonna do, the idea we're gonna do is like stained glass like you would see in a traditional church. But yeah, obviously these are gonna be walnut as well.
Down here.
Because it'll be matching that. This will be our coffee bar. I think we're gonna do granite, kind of like a waterfall granite counter right here. Coffee bar, little water spout, microwave, little cabinet will go down here. Probably some shelving up here as well. So yeah, it's gonna be super cool once it's all done. That's kind of it. I'm ready for it to be done. I know that.
Yeah, we're ready to have a kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully it's always been functional, and it's slowly, you know, kind of slowly starting to see the vision a bit more. But yeah, it's gonna be really, really cool once it's done. It's not fully done yet, but we're gonna be, this whole thing is gonna be decorated. I think we're gonna add some more stuff.
Yeah.
So, but it's cool. I'm loving this, dude. I just want to stare right here.
Yeah, maybe next season's episodes we do it down here.
Yeah.
In the Christmas.
This is the Christmas house tour.
Christmas house tour. Now back to our podcasting room. Michi, we're back! And we're back to take our antibacterial infections together.
Cheers.
Cheers. And we're healed. So, Hope you loved our tour of our house.
Little house update.
Little house update. Little house on the prairie update.
What's next?
I don't know. What else is new in our lives? Everyone in our life is having a child. Everyone. My best friend Sydney, she had a child. Cammie's pregnant. Libby's pregnant. Danielle's pregnant.
My cousin's pregnant.
Your cousin's pregnant. Everyone but us. That's what's happening.
Brooke's getting a little FOMO.
I'm having so much FOMO of children. I want, not that they're like a buyable item, but I do want a kid. I want a baby. I want a baby so bad. And it's not like we're, I don't even know how to talk about this because it feels weird.
God's timing, babe.
Yeah. Waiting on God's timing.
God willing, Brooke and I will have some babies one day.
Some babies one day. If not, we would love adopted kids as well.
It's been a crazy year. Coming to the end. Can you believe it's December?
No, I actually can't.
Last month of the year. It's wild.
Speaking of that, Christmas presents.
Christmas presents. What do you want for Christmas?
I'm kind of hard to shop for, and I kind of know that a little bit. Because I can buy what I want. And I'm not saying that in a flexy way. I'm saying that as I just do it. It happens. I get it if I need it or I like it. So it's kind of has to be really deep and sentimental and thoughtful for me. I know that must be really hard on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
It is. So I think that this year I want the tapes that my mom has had. The tapes of our childhood put on a readable format. I want all of them. I want to see all the baby clips that I haven't been able to see before. That's a hard one. But
For
I do.
me, it's the first time I've heard of this.
Tickets. I always want experiences to places. Like a Tame Impala concert. Love Tame Impala. And Fred again. Fred again, Fred again, Fred again. I want to see and dance and be there and live it out and feel it. Really, I love experiences and things that I don't realize that I need, but I do need. Those presents are my favorite. Or anything customized with Mishi. That's my thing. That's my present style. Is you figured out the thing I don't know that I need. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
You know it? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. What do you want for Christmas?
I don't want anything.
Why? You want nothing?
I mean, I'm fine if I get something, but yeah, I guess I would be in the same boat. I guess maybe it'd be something I don't know that I need.
Okay, that's your vibe too?
I guess at this point, because I don't know. I just feel like I'm just not a gifts person. You know,
Just not your thing.
it's not my thing.
That's okay. It kind of sucks that one of my tricks is I'm a good gift giver, and you don't like receiving gifts.
You are a good gift giver.
Thanks. Even though I've given you the worst gifts of your life.
I think now it's kind of. It doesn't make sense at all for you to get me any clothing or shoes or anything like that.
Yeah, because you buy that stuff to test it out for your brand.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm gonna have to brainstorm for you, babe. It's gonna be challenging.
the thing that I really need to spend money on right now is decorating my office, making my office nice.
Yeah, you do need that.
But it's like that also needs to come out of the business account. And I also don't want you making decisions without my insight.
I know, because if I make a decision, you're gonna be like, I wanted this direction, and then we have like a very expensive item for no reason. Okay, guys, that is it on our sleepover talk and hangout and cuddles and fun and awesomeness. Our next podcast is going to be our last episode of our dating series. If you guys want to ask your last question, we have no clue what our last question is going to be, but it's going to wrap up all of the questions in one, hopefully. Let us know. We will answer it. We will actually study it this time because we won't have a bacterial infection. We'll be very healthy and okay and awesome. I think our next season, which will be the next Thursday after that, will be about church. And you can go at many different angles with church, whether that be your own personal story about a church, whether that be your questions about denominations, your questions about evangelism, about church elders, etc. We will love to answer anything and everything about church and the next season. So yeah, hope you guys had a great time at our sleepover and our little bit of a catch up, and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.
Peace and love.
Hello and welcome to ASMR of Cheerios. Okay. Any other updates?
I love you.
Love you too. A lot. Thanks.